Welcome to another edition of Smart Chat here on YouTube.com, and thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to like, share, yada yada this video. And today, it's been a while, but I want to talk a little bit about some TNA wrestling news, and that's recently when we saw the debut of Ethan Carter III, also former WWE NXT guy, Derek Bateman. We finally saw the face of Ethan on this past Impact. Now bear with me as I wrote a few notes here. And we also learned that his full name is Ethan Carter III. Right off the bat now, his last name being Carter is most definitely interesting and exciting for many reasons. I don't think it's a coincidence that shortly after Dixie Carter turns heel, we have the debut of a clean-cut, arrogant, rich gentleman wrestler who shares the same last name as Dixie Carter, storyline-wise, at least. Could anyone really make demands to have this debut so heavily hyped other than a fellow Carter? I'm hoping, and this is just kind of my envisions here, I'm hoping that Ethan is a nephew of Dixie, with Dixie believing that Ethan could be the future face of TNA, a face that she can trust and knows will always be on her side. In just 2 vignettes that we've seen, I became, I'm a fan of the character. The question I have is, when will EC3, which is the nickname that they're giving him, Ethan Carter III, EC3, debut? I think next week it should be announced that Carter will make his in-ring debut at Bound for Glory. Next week, have Ethan arrive in a limo with Dixie there to meet him, shake his hand, exchanging pleasantries, saying hello, yada yada yada. Have Dixie tell Ethan she brought him there to tell him that he will make his in-ring debut at Bound for Glory. And because she sees money in him, his first match will be now for the vacant TV title. With Dixie's change in character, going straight into a badass or nepotism or Napoleon type of angle makes perfect sense. With the situation of AJ Styles possibly winning the TNA World title, Dixie will want every belt held by someone that's on her side. Granted, the TV title is currently held by Abyss, who hasn't been seen for months, but from Dixie's perspective, it gives an ego boost to the Carter family and also avoids any problem with the television championship champion occurring. Following me so far? The final question is this, or at least it's just a scenario. If that scenario were just Ethan debuting in a standard match at Bound for Glory happened, who would his opponent be? I went down the Impact roster and looked of who's not booked in a match. And you only have Rob Terry. Doesn't make sense. Abyss, you're not going to bring him back to have him lose. That's the question that kind of hangs in the balance there. Of who would you, use for debuting? Who would you start your feud with? But long story short, the Ethan Carter the third name could wrap up quite interestingly with this Dixie Carter unhappy wrestlers AJ Styles angle. So it's interesting to see what will take place in the next coming weeks. So let me know what your thoughts are on this character of Ethan Carter 3, EC3. And until next time, later.